I'm pleased that we got a win tonight. We obviously didn't play our best, but the reason we didn't play our best was a lot of the other team, Grambling. So tried to explain this to the players all week in preparation and to anybody that would listen, but Grambling was in the NCAA tournament last year. They won their conference. They won their conference tournament. They won a game in the NCAA tournament. They got to the next round for them. They played Purdue. They played Purdue about as tough as anybody in the tournament for about 22, 23 minutes in the first half. And, of course, Purdue ended up playing in the national championship game. So, first, I just want to say how much respect I have for Grambling. 7 returning players that were on the team last year that played in the NCAA tournament. A couple of those guys were red shirts, but 7 guys, if I'm not mistaken. They had 3 junior college players that are grown men. A couple of them played really well tonight, and their transfer, played at NC State last year. And, of course, NC State made the Final Four. So that was a veteran team, and they had our full attention. This isn't going to be one of these deals where, Ole Miss didn't play well. That's an NCAA tournament team. That's where we're trying to get. They got good players. They got a really good coach. We got to play better, obviously. Some good things in tonight's game. I think we turned them over 20 times, and we took care of the ball. Matt had a special night with 7 steals. Got to be close to some kind of school record. You got to have some individual performances to beat an NCAA tournament type team. So Brake gets a double-double. So we did some good stuff individually, but not enough. We had a lot of other individual players that didn't impact the game with performance. So, we got out rebounded tonight, which will continue to be a focus that we got to get cleaned up. And I think the story is not that Ole Miss didn't play well tonight. We're fortunate to get a win at home. It's Grambling's a good team. There's a reason they were in the NCAA tournament last year. When you return 7 players, this game had our full attention. So I'm not pleased with the way we played for 40 minutes, but I am pleased that we won the game on the scoreboard. Any questions?
How much did their interior length maybe make it tough to attack them inside? I think they had 4 blocks in the first half.
Yeah, it's the identity of their team. Coach runs a no-middle defense. We have a relationship with him since we played him at Texas Tech, and they do a great job of it. It was hard to get the ball middle tonight, and when we did get the ball to the basket, they impacted the game with their rim protection. And it's not always just a block shot either. We had a lot of contested shots in there, and we could have done a much better job finishing. We could have done a much better job understanding the scouting report, playing off of 2 feet. But, again, give Grambling a lot of credit. Their rim protection did affect our offensive performance tonight.
Chris, I think when y'all went up 9, I think after it was like a 29-6 run or something like that, just kind of during those last 6 minutes, what do you kind of feel like were the biggest problems offensively, especially that caused y'all during those last 6
Yeah,
minutes?
so, we had a run in the game. I think we had a 20-0 run, which is kind of a special run. We were able to hold them scoreless in a couple 4-minute games, so that's the positive. On the flip side, they had a run. And I thought late in the game, we have to make our free throws. We have to understand time and score. And we got good players, and we got guys that are used to, being that guy. Their hearts are in the right place. They want to make that play in winning time, but sometimes the play in winning time isn't a shot with a lot of shot clock left. So I thought one of the shots Diaz shot in the paint was rushed, and I thought Padula's top of the key 3 was rushed. Now, are those okay shots for those guys? Yeah, they're good shots maybe, but not at that time and score. So something we'll have to continue to work on. We work on it every day in practice. Winning time. The game changes a little bit in winning time. Shot selection changes. We had some very undisciplined fouls late in the game. So lots to learn from. Again, I'm pleased that we won. And I'm never going to sit up here and lie to you guys. I'll tell you. But tonight, the story, Grambling's a good team. I mean, when you return that many starters from an NCAA tournament team and you got a really good coach. So we were fortunate to win tonight when we didn't have our A effort, especially by certain individual players, didn't play as well as they could play. And certainly it's coaching too. I mean, we got to do a better job getting the guys prepared. So it's all of us, myself included.
How critical was it that you guys only turned it over 6 times? You forced a lot of turnovers. You obviously didn't shoot the ball terrifically, but you didn't have a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, different mood right now and different mood in our locker room if we wouldn't. So, every game has the game within the game. There's a way to win the game, and then there's a way to not win the game. And so, our ball security, our ability to take care of the ball. We're going to be a good 3-point shooting team. It's who we are. Tonight, the 3 wasn't our friend. Some of that was self-inflicted with some shot selection, but I would tell you that there was a lot of threes tonight that we're going to take all day, every day. So what do you do on a night where the threes aren't going down? You got to do something. And it wasn't out rebounding them, but it's basically taking care of the ball, and then our ability to turn them over. We turned over our opponent, again, a really good, veteran, well-coached NCAA tournament team, to 22 turnovers, 23 maybe. And so that was the game within the game, for sure.
Exhibition included, you guys hadn't played a close game this season. How beneficial is it to go up against a good team? And I guess what are the advantages of having a 2-point game that you guys pulled out early in the year?
Yeah, it's a good way to look at it. I'm not Ted Lasso, but I try to do that. So try to improve, but yeah, no denying. So, and we have been in close game environments before. Our closed door scrimmage every day. We play 4-minute games in practice. But your question's valid and accurate. That was the first time under the lights. I mean, I was proud of the guys. When you want to win so bad, which our guys do, our guys' hearts are in the right place. And then you look up at that scoreboard, and it can start kind of getting to you a little bit. And I didn't sense that. I thought coming out in the second half, we got some really good shots early. They didn't fall, but I didn't sense any offensive panic. We kept taking our shots. We were committed to defense. Obviously in the second half, we played a little bit better defense and much better offense. But yeah, we're going to be in a lot of games like this. I thought we executed late game, fouling up 3. That was good. We don't always do that, but tonight we just, they got some special players. They've got some guys that have been in that position before, and I didn't want to let this thing come down to a 3-point shot. So tonight we chose to foul up 3. Guys did a good job executing that. So yeah, there was some positives in the game.
Any more questions for Coach?
Next game's Tad Pad, guys. If y'all can help us, greatly appreciate it. I think that's Keith, do you know 7:30 tip, 7 tip? 7 o'clock tip. Thanks, 7 o'clock tip, and just getting the word out. We got plenty of seats for students. They did a promotion where priority access was the kids that came to the first 2 games. But even if kids didn't come to the first 2 games, they're going to be able to get in that Tad Pad game. There's still regular season general admission tickets for this game. So you guys can encourage that. We got Bob Wetlick coming back, one of the best coaches in this school's history. Took the team to the tournament, and a lot of his players are coming back. So it's a big deal for us. A lot of former players coming back to play in the Tad Pad, a building that's special for a lot of people, including Keith. So if you guys could help us promote that game, I greatly appreciate it. 7 o'clock tip on Tuesday, Tad Pad game. Unique fact: we happened to play South Alabama. Bob Wetlick was also the head coach of South Alabama, so all sorts of good stuff to write about on this game. All right, thank you.